Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's me again, Golden Blue Dude. Hey, if you haven't already, go ahead and hit that like and subscribe button. This channel right here, home of at least one college football video every single day. And I'm going to start pumping out college basketball videos as soon as the college football season starts dying out and conference play for college basketball starts ramping up. Don't worry, Patreon members, my score prediction contest is still going on, and we're going to pick out some bowl games. So for this week, for my score prediction contest, the game will be number 23 Louisiana against Marshall, and the tiebreaker will be UAB versus number 13 BYU. All you have to do is go over to my Patreon page, join my Patreon page, and then email me your score prediction. The person who gets closest to the score wins $20 every single week. Blue members get 1 guest prediction per week, Gold members get 2 guest predictions per week, and Champion members get 4 guest predictions per week. And I'll start doing videos just for my Patreons, get some video ideas, and figure out exactly what you guys want to get out of my Patreon page. So the college football head coaching carousel is still spinning, and it might be about ready to spin right into Columbus, Ohio. Yeah, we got some news on Ryan Day, and it has to do with the Chicago Bears. Now, first of all, the Bears are all but certain to fire their head coach, Matt Nagy. It's either Matt Nagy or Matt Nagy. I'm probably mispronouncing it, so whatever the pronunciation is, he's more than likely to get fired this year. So here's what's happening. Trace Armstrong, a very, very accomplished coaching agent, has expressed interest in taking a high-ranking management position within the Chicago Bears organization. Armstrong was a former football player for the Chicago Bears. He played from 1989 to 1994 as a defensive end, and he's held with really high regard by the president of the Chicago Bears, Ted Phillips. Now, Matt Nagy is actually a client of Trace Armstrong. So the coach that's about to get fired is a client of the person that's about to take a management position in the Chicago Bears. Thought that was interesting. However, they're saying it's pretty close to impossible to save Matt Nagy's job as the Bears head coach, so he probably will be fired. Now, it's a well-known fact that Trace Armstrong is an absolute huge proponent of Ohio State head football coach Ryan Day, and that Ryan Day has expressed interest in coaching in the NFL and is very open about considering a head coaching job in the NFL. So now we start to connect the dots. This could end up being a package deal for the Chicago Bears. They'll be bringing in Trace Armstrong and Raiders director Dwayne Johnson, not The Rock though, different Dwayne Johnson, who was a former teammate of Trace Armstrong with the Chicago Bears. And they'll come in as management personnel. Now this is what would open the door for Ryan Day to be offered the head coaching position for the Chicago Bears. So let me describe the domino effect here, okay? Number 1, Trace Armstrong already has strong support within the Chicago Bears organization. Number 2, Dwayne Johnson, the guy from the Raiders, has plenty of experience, has many scouting connections, and was also a former teammate of Trace Armstrong. Domino number 3, Trace Armstrong is a big-time proponent of Ryan Day, the head football coach of Ohio State. And domino number 4, Ryan Day has expressed interest in taking a head coaching position in the NFL. Remember, Ryan Day was a quarterbacks coach for the Philadelphia Eagles and San Francisco 49ers, so he's very familiar with the NFL. That stint was 2015 to 2016. So it's not like he would be going into totally unfamiliar territory. Here's the catch though. Ryan Day isn't the only client of Trace Armstrong. Remember, he's an agent for several coaches. In fact, Trace Armstrong was actually involved in getting Lincoln Riley the head coaching position at USC. So he's kind of got his fingers in everything. So if Trace Armstrong took the position that's being described, then the GM and the head coach would be overseen by Trace Armstrong, and they would have to report to him. He would be over the GM and over the head coach. And it's being reported that Trace Armstrong is serious about this opportunity. So the connection is he's serious about the opportunity. The Bears want Trace Armstrong, and Trace Armstrong, a massive proponent of Ryan Day. So a lot of people feel that he will offer Ryan Day the head coaching job if he accepts that management position, which looks really, really likely right now. Now, Ryan Day, what's he done at Ohio State in 3 years and part of 1 year? Well, overall, he's 33-4. That's pretty stinking good. In 2019, 13-1, Big Ten champs, lost in the playoffs in the Fiesta Bowl to Clemson 29-23. In 2020, Ohio State went 7-1, Big Ten champs, lost in the national championship to Alabama 52-24. And then, of course, this year, 2021, Ohio State went 10-2, Big Ten East runner-up, and will play number 11 Utah in the Rose Bowl. So Ryan Day has had pretty good success at Ohio State. Now, we all know sometimes that translates to the NFL pretty easily. I mean, look at Pete Carroll. He's done pretty good at Seattle. And sometimes it don't. I mean, look at Nick Saban. He was terrible at Miami. So to say that his skills will automatically transfer to the NFL and he'll have great success, that's ludicrous. We don't know that. But like I mentioned earlier, he's already familiar with the NFL. So he's not headed into something that it's something new, has no idea what he's doing. No, he is a little familiar with the NFL. So it could translate for Ryan Day. Now, I'm not an Ohio State fan. I just keep up with college football. But it seems to me that this would be a little bit of a blindside. Unless y'all have already known about this and you've seen it coming, then I apologize, Ohio State fans. But for me, it blindsided me. So that's why I decided to make a video about this. So Ryan Day, it is extremely possible that he could be headed to the Chicago Bears as their head coach because of his connections with Trace Armstrong, a well-known head coaching agent in the industry right now. And of course, if Trace Armstrong can't get Ryan Day to come to Chicago, he has a lot of other clients that he could offer the job as well. So it's not end all be all with Ryan Day, but I do think he would probably be the highest on the totem pole. That's why I think Ryan Day will get offered the head coaching position for the Chicago Bears. We'll see what Ohio State does to try to keep Ryan Day, and if Ryan Day decides to stay at Ohio State or goes to Chicago. I wanted to get Ohio State fans' opinion. What do y'all think about this? Are y'all good with what Ryan Day has done at Ohio State? Do y'all want to keep Ryan Day? Or are you not satisfied with what he's done at Ohio State and you're actually okay with him moving on to the Chicago Bears? I'd like to get your input on that in the comments section. So let Golden Blue Dude know in the comments section whether you want Ryan Day to stay at Ohio State or head off to the Chicago Bears. I also have a bowl challenge coming up. This will be a Super Chat / PayPal contest. So all you have to do to enter is go to one of my live shows. Easiest way to do that is to hit the subscribe button and hit notifications. That way you'll know when my live shows are. And Super Chat me or PayPal me $5, and that gets you one entry to my bowl contest. So every $5 equals one entry. And basically what you're going to do is you're going to guess the winner of each bowl, and whoever gets the most wins $100. And I will give away that $100 prize no matter what. So if only one person gets in this entry, then that person will win $100 no matter whether he or she gets all of them wrong. And the tiebreaker will be guessing the score of the national championship game. I'm going to try to do my first live show for the bowl contest tonight. So if you want to get entered into that, just drop by one of my live shows and Super Chat me $5 or more, or PayPal me, either way. And every $5 you spend equals one entry to win $100. And this isn't a random drawing. This is actual going head-to-head with fellow subscribers. So whoever wins that is going to win $100 from Golden Blue Dude. And the deadline to get your entries in will be December 17th, the day the bowl starts. I'm going to say 7 p.m. That's all I got for this show. Like and subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you on my next show.